Hey Trinity families and students, wanted to record a quick video to let you know what's happening with the youth ministry over the next couple of weeks. First, this week we are continuing our 6-week series on the journey from Lent to Easter, as been with the Israelites as they were wandering in the wilderness. And last week we saw them cross over the Jordan River into the Promised Land. And this week is going to be our first real obstacle as we've entered into the Promised Land, and the people of Israel are going to be confronted with the city of Jericho. And God is going to give them some odd instructions. He's going to tell them to go to this city, this major city that was likely an army fort, and he's going to ask the people of Israel to walk around it one time each day for 6 days, and then on the 7th day they're going to walk around it 7 times, and then they're going to shout at it, and God is going to give them the victory. One of the things I'm hoping that our teenagers will get out of this is that God, first and foremost, is the one who gives us victory. He's the one who gives us victory over the grave. He's the one who gives us victory over our sin. He's the one who gives us victory over so many things in life. But two, that there's a lot of things that we fear in life. Fear is one of the core emotions of the human experience. And fear can cause us to do a lot of different things. Fear often moves us into anxiety. We're anxious about the potential outcome. And so we operate a lot of our lives dealing with that anxiety. And it moves us to control. It moves us to grasping, because when we fear, what we need refuge. We need protection. And so we're going to grasp at whatever is going to give us that protection and that refuge. But what God is inviting us to do is to trust him, because he is our refuge. And so that's going to be the challenge for teenagers. Are you trusting God as your refuge in the midst of your in midst of the life that God is going to ask you to trust him in the middle of it, when you're facing your own Jericho, so to speak? I don't want to over allegorize the text. This is a real event that happened in Israel's history and proves the mighty action of God. But I do think it also teaches us to trust him, that we can face even the most difficult things, that we can actually go through our fear, because God is a God who gives us protection. He gives us refuge, and he is the one who gives us victory. Even when he really doesn't ask for us to do too much. A couple other things I want to let you know about. This Sunday, we have youth group on April 19th. We're then going to be off on April 26th, because the youth leaders and myself are going to be taking a weekend away to reflect on the past year. And then May 3rd is going to be our last youth group of the year. May 10th is Mother's Day, and then we're just getting into the end of the school year, and we just want to get out of students' ways so that they can focus on school. That being said, I'm really excited about the summer. For those of you who were around last summer, we had a nice full summer schedule, and we're going to do something pretty similar this year as well, with our worship bonfire stories nights, or what has become known as Wobestow. We're going to be doing that. We're going to have Taco Tuesdays. We're going to have a book study for our high schoolers. I'm very excited that we have our 2 interns. We've got Owen Wicks coming back as an intern, and then we also have Seofen Brigger, who will be an intern with us for the summer as well. And so there's going to be a lot happening. So I will be printing out a magnet here in the next few weeks that you will be getting maybe at the final youth group. If not, they'll be available at the church in order for teenagers and you all to know what's going to be happening during the summer trips and the regularly scheduled things that'll be happening throughout the week. Then also just wanted to shout out that there are some more Barnabas slots open for our missionaries. For those of you who are wanting to be a Barnstormer, or your teenagers signed up to be a Barnstormer on the wait list, I did reach out to Barnabas, and we're still waiting to hear back from them. But we do have slots still available for our missionaries for that trip, which is July 17th through the 25th. All that being said, really grateful for you all as parents and the way that you love your teenagers, and the way that you encourage and support me and the volunteers in the work that we are doing. There's a lot of exciting things that are happening in youth ministry, and I don't want to say too much about them now, but there will be some major shifts and overhauls happening as we come into the summer and then through the fall, that I think are going to give our teenagers a paradigm of what it means to be a follower of Jesus, and how we can actually live as his followers in our lives today, and giving spaces for our teenagers to learn how to become more like Jesus, but then actually be like Jesus. All right, well, that being said, God bless you. Looking forward to being with your teenagers this Sunday.